Hi, my name is Jeff, and today we're going to go through one of the brand new guard systems in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the twin bed guard. I'm here with my friend Joe, and let's get into it. I think you guys are going to learn a lot. Okay, there's a lot of different ways that you can set up the twin bed guard. One of my personal favorites is from the triangle position. So let's say that you're at a high-level tournament, maybe you're at Worlds or some other, maybe Abu Dhabi or something, and you've finished a couple submissions already through a triangle, and now you're thinking it's just a little too conventional for you, or maybe your legs are cramping up, maybe you didn't have a good breakfast before you competed. Twin bed guard is a perfect guard system to go to from here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to release my triangle, the bottom leg, and I'm going to hip out and go for what looks to be like a sloppy omoplata attempt. So that way my opponent will roll, and he thinks he's getting out of the omoplata, but what he doesn't know is that he's just rolled into one of the worst guard systems to be in, the twin bed guard. Okay, now before I sat up, if you notice how close we're laying to each other, and it looks like we're on a really small mattress, that's where the guard system gets its name, twin bed guard. It's from that position. And a lot of people will say like, oh, well, Jeff, what if he just gets up? What if he runs? What if he comes back into you? What's keeping him there? You know, so other people say, well, that looks kind of gay, you guys laying next to each other. But the twin bed guard is a submission-based guard system. So there's no sweeps, there's no reversals, it's just a submission-based guard system. So let's get into the first submission in this series. Okay, now the first submission from twin bed guard, kind of my go-to submission, is pretty straightforward, but there are a few rules that go along with it we'll go over right now. Okay, so if you're competing at a high-level tournament, they are going to disqualify you if you bring glass onto the mats. So what I like to do is make sure you stop at AM, PM, you can get either cardboard or the plastic milk, and it's pretty straightforward. There's really not a whole lot to it. I'm just going to see if my opponent will go ahead and drink the milk. So I'm just going to introduce the milk to my opponent, and it may take a few seconds, but as you can see now, he's already starting to fade out. He's starting to look, and he's out. He's out. Boom. He's out. I just won right now. This is me winning right here. And what you have to realize is it's not like a blood choke, so he's not going to be out for like 10, 15 seconds. He could be out for hours, especially if the tournament's at nighttime. If he's a little bit older too, he's going to be tired. So you either need to tell the coach, his coach, or just try to wake him up, because it's going to be kind of rough. Joe, wake up. Wake up.
What happened, man?
The twin bed guard, man. You okay? Yeah. Okay, let's go into the second submission. Okay, so now we're going to go over the second submission in the twin bed guard series. Okay, let's say that I've gone to my go-to submission. I go to offer my opponent milk, and say for whatever reason, maybe he's lactose intolerant or whatever, he doesn't go for the milk, then I'll abandon that instead of risk giving up the position. And what I'll do is I'll have my coach bring music. So you have to make sure you bring a boombox. You can either use jazz or some nursery rhymes or whatever. But if you notice, as the music's playing, he's already starting to fade out. I mean, it's already working. I've kind of done it simultaneously with the milk, but he's done. He's already out. It looks like a win to me. Let's move on to the third submission. Okay, now for the third submission in the twin bed guard series, let's say you're competing against a veteran, guy's a beast, he's competed a lot, so he's kind of like seen it all, done it all, and your game's just not working out for whatever reason. Okay, let's say I go for the first submission, he denies the milk, he's lactose intolerant or whatever, I start having his coach plays the music, it's not working out, he goes earmuffs, so he can't hear it. That's not working out. What do you do then? You have to always have an answer in any guard system, no matter what comes up. So basically, I'm just going to start reading to him. This is Petey. Petey is a gosling. Now, if you see, he's already going out. So, it's worked. I've gone through all of my submissions, and he's going to be out for hours. So, this has been Twin Bed Guard System. I hoped you learned a lot, and look forward to making some more videos in the future. And that's going to be about it. So, everybody, hopefully you guys have a good night.
Joe, wake up. Joe.
Leave him alone, he's sleeping!